Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How is your life?
Alright.
Alright.
Special.
Now we are from the second group in the first parallel session. We consist of 3 members. Okay, my name is Jacob Raulia and my friend Dehan Benal Jabal and Nasib Samsul Reza. Okay. Here, we would like to present a method. I think it's kind of method to support our learning, especially in subjects that contains of a lot of theories. Okay, I'm sure that all of us here, as an English education department, must have subject or course that contains a lot of many theories, a lot of concepts. Okay. Maybe I can mention just like FFG or CDA or maybe translation and everything, something like that. And have you ever feel that you are really hard to understand what does the subject is talking about, okay? And here, we face a challenge. We face the same challenge here. What are we face here is all of the material, all of the concept or subject is delivered in English, which is not our native language.
Yeah.
And our capacity as EFL learners make that challenge become worse since the use of English in the textbook, the use of English is not daily language. They use the scientific language, they use the technical language, and it's make our understanding become harder and harder. And here, what we need the teacher's explanation. As we know, the teacher explain the material in a simple way. Yeah, they usually don't directly use the concept or subject from the textbook, but they use something. What is it? Their own explanation, their own language. Sometimes they also use our own language. I mean, our first and second language, which is Indonesian and Sundanese language, and it helps us to comprehend the material. But here, do every student feel enough to comprehend the material in the classroom with the limited time? Here, different capability of student in comprehending the material has a result or divided us or students into the 3 categories. The first is rapid learners. The second is normal and slow learners. Maybe for rapid learners who learn the material or the concept very quick, when they are learning in the classroom, they will understand easily. But how about the 2 other categories here, normal and slow learners? They need extra time to learn. How the students which feel hard to understand or to comprehend the material learn individually in their home? We provide the method which is called record, listen, and share. Okay, this strategy uses 3 activities. The first activity is record. What we do in this kind of activity, of course, we record. What we record? We record the whole of the classroom activity. Yeah, since the beginning until the end, we record. But here, we have to consider about 3 things in activity in the recording activity. The first is teacher's permission. The second is best place to record, and the third is voice recorder. Okay, for the first, teacher's permission is really needed because what? Because not every teacher permit us to record the whole classroom activity. Every teachers or lecturers has its own regulation regarding to whether they will permit us or not to record the activity. So, before doing this activity, make sure that you get the permission from your teacher. And the second is best place to record. Make sure that you record in the place that will give you the result, the best result of your recording. Of course, in the first line of the classroom maybe, because when your teacher standing in front of the classroom, the recording of your teacher will be louder and clearer. And the third is voice recorder. I recommend you to use the voice recorder rather than video recorder because video recorder is, yeah, I think it's not really simple when we have to hold the video recorder or we have to use the tripod or monopod in the classroom. But when we use the voice recorder, it's really simple. We just put it on our chair and then let it works itself. Okay. Once you get the recording from the whole classroom activity, the next activity that you have to do is listen it. That will be explained by my friend Dasep, please.
Okay. After the student get the result of the recording, student need to listen to the recording. So, the best time to student to listen to the recording is in the same day that as a student record the classroom activity. So, the aims of this is to prevent the student from losing the information that they have already acquired from the teacher's explanation. And then repeated listening. Repeated listening is chosen as the method of listening. So the student needs to listen to the recording in several times. And then repeated listening can help students to increase their comprehension about the material. So according to Anderson, students will be familiar and automatically comprehend the text after they have heard the same text more than once. And then note taking. To help the student comprehend the repeated listening, note taking can be used as a tool. So in doing the note taking, students are required to write the material that students have understood and the material that students have not understood yet. So the sequence of repeated listening is in the first section of the repeated listening, students not only focus to the listening but also do the note taking. Because the student can pause the recorder to take the time or write the material. So before the student move to the second session, student need to read the material that students have written before. The aim of this activity is to brief the material from the teacher's explanation. And then the second session of the repeated listening, the student just focus to the material that student have not understood yet. So this activity to clarify the material that student have not understood yet. So the third section and fourth section is only about the optional section. Whether the student want to repeat the listening or not. Okay, thanks from me. Next will be explained by Jehan.
Okay, the next after we do the repeated listening, then we have to share with our friend what we get from comprehending the material. When you want to share with friend, you have to find a close friend or close friend. So when you share with your friend, you will feel comfortable when you share it, and I think it will fun when you share with your close friend. And from the learning pyramid by Nation Training Laboratories, Battle Main. I'm sorry for the picture. In that picture, cite that when we share or when we teaching material, the comprehension what we get will increase. In this picture, said that 90% the material will get. And then with this sharing with your friend, you will get better comprehension by two sides. The first is friend's explanation. Well, when we are in the class, for example, we learn the same material, but we got different comprehension. By this, sharing with your friend, it will be make what is that? When your friend explain to you, so you will get another comprehension from that you do not understood yet. And when you explain to your friend, it means recalling memory and understanding will come. Any question?
In the beginning of your presentations, you said that there are 3 considerations of the strategy related to your material for today, and the strategy is about ask the permissions from the lecturer. My question is, how if the lecturer didn't give the permissions? Is there any strategy, the other strategy that you applied on the learning classes?
Okay, thank you for your question. Okay, as I said before, that teacher's permission is really needed. Yeah, it's a must for us to ask the permission from the teacher. So how if we don't don't get the permission from the teacher? Okay. As you can know that our strategy is consists of 3. Yeah, 3. The first is record, listen, and share. So if we don't get permission from the teacher, so we cannot get the recording. Yeah, and we can go directly to the sharing session. So I think when we share, also we can listen to from your friend's explanation, and we can also share our explanation or our understanding, and it will as my friend explained before, that this kind of activity, sharing with our friends, can make we can get better comprehension from 2 sides. The first is from the friend's explanation, and the second one, recalling our memory and understanding by sharing with me or by explain again with our friends. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.